Hello everybody and welcome back to The Truth. You thought Mr. McMillan was leaving, but he isn't. He's graced us enough to come back with another segment. And we have something very interesting here right now in The Truth. We have a young college student here who has incurred loans that she had to take out. She has a massive amount of debt now from going to college that she is going to have to work, try to fight and work out for the next probably 10 to 20 years of her life to try to crawl out of this debt that the government put her in just to give her an education, just to pursue her dreams, just to try to achieve something in this life. And we have Mr. McMillan here to talk to you.
That is correct. But one thing you will learn about me is that around my children, the conversation is different. Around the adult, the conversation is different. The children need real serious help. And I'm hoping that you all can understand how serious these kids are and how desperate they are for help, that you can help us help them for what I'm going to add into for what I know and what we are trying to do to help these kids with this problem that they're having today. So go ahead.
So if you'd like to talk to Mr. McMillan, tell him a little bit about the debt and where do you work right now? You work. What's your current your employment right now?
I'm currently an actress, but I work as a bartender.
So you work at a bartender. You work as a bartender to try to make money to pay your loans that you had to incur from going to college.
Yes.
And you're worried because you have all this debt, and you have to work as a bartender to try to pursue your dreams as an actress. Correct?
Yes.
Mr. McMillan.
Yeah.
Here is a baby. Practically in the world.
She is a baby. What we're doing, we're saying to all the young women, because we know she count on, y'all make sure you go to the bar, tip her.
Don't be cheap.
Tip. Bartenders count on tip. In case you don't understand, it's called T-I-P and apostrophe S. Tips. And I also look for the bartender too. Someone comes to the bar, I can have a double. And you said, double what? A little humor sometimes help them realize that, hey, she's real cool.
So some humor in her bartending might help her get out of debt.
Right, not too much, because you don't want the freaks after they had a couple drinks. Hey, where's that bartender?
Humor, but not too much.
And then you got to call a bouncer. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you gotta just
I understand.
But what I'm here to do is for the rest of them, our movement, that all of these kids have a problem. She's gonna be working for the rest of her life. And things that she's not going to want to do, she's going to have to do to make ends meet.
Is that a shame, though, with the fact that she goes to college and she pays all this money to try to achieve a dream, and that dream will really never be achieved, and she'll be forced to work in a field that she didn't really want just to pay these debts back?
No, it's not. Welcome to the world.
That is the world.
This is life. There were people who were working before the World Trade Center, and after the World Trade Center, they're still unemployed. Some of them have turned to prostitutes. They have children to feed. They have to do whatever they can to make their money. And no one knew what I did until after I become a celebrity, and I don't mind. You can kiss my ass if you don't like it or not. That's the way I want to be. But keep your mouth shut. Do what you got to do to make sure you get whatever you need for them bills. That's how this world goes. Like I told you, I was a stripper. I did it because my daughter was deformed. I was a male prostitute because I needed money for my daughter. If it wasn't for that, I don't know what I would have done.
So you say do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
This is what your life is, your person. Nobody has to know your damn business. Because one thing I take for sure, you pay taxes.
Yeah.
Now see, this is where the problem comes in. Mohia, a direct loan, the U.S. Department of the Treasury, because you have a student loan, they come to get it, brother. If she don't, then you pay the student loan, correct? And if you don't pay, have they came and got you yet? Have they put a lien on your account yet?
No, I'm paying it off as I work.
Mm-hmm.
But even in bankruptcy.
You know why I'm fanning her? Because if she gets sick,
Yes.
something happens. Now they're coming to get you.
That college loan will follow.
Because see,
forever.
something we forget. Now we forget that we are invincible to sickness. You can walk down the street, car jump the curb. You can walk down the street, air conditioner fall out of the window. Something accident, shootout, you can get hit by a stray bullet. You're in New York, you're in the world. The world can split apart. Remember this guy sitting in his living room the other night and the sinkhole sucked his ass and he gone. This is why I say boldness. Do whatever it takes. Keep your business your business. Remember the guy who said, yo, what you gonna do? Man, I don't know, man. I can't pay my bill, man. I'm gonna kill it. He get paid every week, man. He got paid yesterday. I'm gonna take his rent money. I'm gonna pay my bill. He just told her about it. But one thing he forgot, that when she go to repent, she gonna turn his ass in. Because he told somebody, keep your damn mouth shut. Oh,
I agree.
What I'm saying is that this is a life. Her problem, what she's going through, is not a problem. You hear her story, but you haven't heard his story. We all have a story to tell. And one thing we all can do on the planet, there is an easier and better way. But those with money feel that they are the way because they found a way to keep you interested in them because they want to continue. Remember that, and this is my friend, I hate to talk about him. Remember, someone just added another $5 billion to his money, Bloomberg?
Yes.
See, this is what happens when you become a celebrity. They do the same thing to me right now. Someone offered me $81,000 to, was it 81 million, 81,000? 80 something, it's a huge figure. It had nothing but 9 O's behind it, you know. A lady wanted me to come to China and spend a week with her.
Sexually?
Spend a week with her.
Cover your ears.
Cover your ears. No, and they wanted me to come to Russia. The only reason I won't go to Russia because I never seen no black people in Russia. Now, they wanted me to come to London. The college kids wanted me to come to London because they're picketing and protesting college tuition in London. The American students have too much pride to get their hair dirty. They don't want to get out like that. They haven't been used to fighting. The Korean students do it. The London students do it. The American students can do the same thing. The college tuition should be waived. There's only one person who's stopping them from doing that because they say they love him, because they put it on George Bush. You know who I'm talking about. Barack Obama has created this hellhole for everybody.
Well, he positioned himself as a president for the young people. I don't see that at all. But that's what he ran on. Change the younger voters are the ones who.
You know why he did it? Because the Democratic Party has a mechanism of hypnotizing people to vote for the Democratic system. So to get the young people to vote democratically, they use him as a hypnosis guy, a hypnotizee,
Patsy,
to get the people to vote democratically and believe that the other person. I know she had this problem before. I know she was talking to this guy, and everybody who told you about this guy, he wasn't no damn good. And the people who told you this guy was no damn good are the same people, they wanted him too. They want you to leave him alone so they can get it. So this is what they do with the Democratic Republican Party. So what she have to do, don't let anybody take what you need to do. You let your choice be your choice. So when you don't succeed, you blame yourself for not succeeding. If you can't pay your bill, I want you to take a shower and come out and look at yourself butt naked. And you will see the problem. You will see your problem. You are your problem. What can you do to make better? Why haven't you done it? Why are you still complaining? Because you're afraid, your pride got you stuck on stupid, that you're afraid to go that extra length. But if you was a mother with a child, and a burglar was coming in that door, and you had a knife in your hand, and he got a gun at the door, what would you do to save your family in a desperate situation? So that same desperate situation falls upon you now, and you're by yourself and you're working on these jobs to pay your bills and make ends meet. There are 2 guys talking to you. One guy got a lot of money, and the other guy don't. That's a tough choice, because I know if I make out with this guy who got a lot of money, he gonna think he can buy me because he got money. I know if I talk to this guy who don't have no damn money, I can do bad by my damn self.
Maybe the guy with no money is better looking.
But this is where looks can be deceiving.
That's true.
You know, looks are deceiving because all of us, we look at each other, you see white and I see black, but you don't see this because you've never been this. But behind that, you know, you're in your bloodstream with your Y chromosome. All of me, you got the same blood.
Well, there's got to be some sort of attraction, though.
But
I mean, you know, I'm sure she's attracted to a certain type of man.
But you know what? I am a good example of. I went to school, ugly guy. Nobody wanted to date me and go out with me.
I find that hard to believe.
66 years of age. And I'm single. Before I become a celebrity, I didn't have a date because I was an ugly ass old guy. Now they don't see that. And what I'm simply trying to say is that people gonna judge and stereotype it like that. There's nothing you can do about that. Remember this song that say, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, get a pretty woman for your wife. Go for my personal point of view. Get an ugly woman to marry you.
Yes.
Same thing. Reverse it, the song, when it comes to her, because she's a beautiful girl as herself. So guys, why would a guy want her? Look at her. Pocahontas, pretty looking, got a little cocoa complexion.
Pocahontas.
Yeah, she got that long hair.
So one of the things she can do is find an ugly man. That
No,
would appreciate.
Don't look.
Maybe an ugly man
Don't
with
look.
a lot of money.
Don't look. Bump into him by accident. That's how you go on your way out of a grocery store. Just, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. He help you. You know, if you get out there, he come and grab you. Let me help you. But because what she need to do is close her eyes, put a blindfold on her eyes and meet people. Because what her eyes have been deceiving her. Her eyes tell her, oh, he's good looking, he's handsome. Because her eyes is making the wrong pick for her.
I understand.
Her voice can tell her, close her eyes. When she talks, why do you, when you make love, why do you have your eyes open? My grandmother always told me that. My grandmother asked, she said, son, when you make it out with your girl, you open your eyes or close your eyes. I said, Grandma, I have my eyes open. She said, close your eyes. I said, what for? She said, well, you don't want your ancestors to see all that freaky stuff you be doing. So you close the blinds. So when you close your eyes, if you close your eyes and let's talk to someone, she'll fall in love with the voice. Fall in love with the voice. That's why a lot of women wear shade. So when he's talking, they close their eyes. Oh, let his voice, that's why I like, listen to my voice. I'm talking like this now, right? But when I do decide to get a date, I've been training. How you doing?
So the moral of the story is you find a man with every sense but your eyes.
And one more thing, speaking on college tuition, the real message is don't try to do it by yourself. We were put on the planet and gave two different sexes because no matter if the two different sexes are the same sexes, you need someone is what the message is. You need someone. Find someone. If it's a him, if it's a her, leave that out. Find someone that you can live and cope with on this planet because life is hell. Heaven and hell is right on the planet.
We hear the truth. We reach out to the young people. We have Mr. McMillan here to give valuable advice that these young people can carry with them for the rest of their lives and change their existence. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And this is the truth, and we will be right back.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs
See
up,
that?
indeed.
Join us. Thumbs up to the world.
Truth seekers.
Truth, baby. Nothing but the truth. T-R-U-T and apostrophe H.